The small town of Harmony was once an epitome of tranquility, but in recent times, it had been relentlessly plagued by an alarmingly high number of gruesome murders. The Harmony Hunter, as the media had ominously dubbed the serial killer, had turned this peaceful haven into a hotbed of terror. As the local detective, it fell on my shoulders to catch this relentless predator. Awoken by the shrill ring of my phone, I felt the familiarity of dread wash over me. The chief's voice held a grim urgency. "Another one, John," he declared. "The old Thompson house. Get there fast." An icy shiver raced down my spine. I had spent countless hours in that house during my childhood, filled with laughter and games with little Danny Thompson. Now it stood as a potential stage for the hunter's latest grisly performance. Quickly dressing, I grabbed my detective's badge and the vintage pocket watch my father had left me, its rhythmic ticks providing a strange, macabre comfort. Upon arriving at the scene, the grisly sight that met my eyes was a chilling déjà vu. A woman in her late 30s, life cruelly extinguished. The signature of the Harmony Hunter was as clear as the rising sun. This predator had struck yet again, adding to the rising tally of his atrocities. As days morphed into weeks, the body count kept mounting, each more horrifying than the last. Fear held the town in its icy grip, every resident terror-stricken, every phone call a potential harbinger of another grisly discovery. Sleep became an elusive solace for me, replaced by long, obsessive nights poring over every minuscule detail, attempting to decipher the hunter's twisted modus operandi. A peculiar unease nagged at me in the silent darkness of the night. Always being the first to arrive at the crime scenes felt less like duty and more like a haunting echo of an unknown past. The crimes, albeit horrifying, bore an eerie sense of familiarity. Each chilling murder felt like another piece fitting into a morbid puzzle, reflecting back the echoes of countless prior horrors. The murders were not just brutal, they bore a grotesque artistry. Each crime scene intricately staged, each victim meticulously chosen. There was a method to the madness, a pattern in the seemingly random terror. It was horrifying, yet inexplicably compelling. My dreams turned into a crimson theater of death, reliving the murders with unnerving detail. Sometimes, it felt as though I was the artist behind these horrific portraits. Waking up in a cold sweat, panting, a metallic taste lingering in my mouth, the line between the dream and reality blurred alarmingly. One day, the chief summoned me into his office. His ashen face and fearful eyes bore an unspoken accusation. He slid across a photograph, a frame captured from a surveillance camera near the latest crime scene. In the frozen moment of time, it was me, leaving the scene shortly before the victim's estimated time of death. Reality seemed to freeze. My heart pounded in my chest, keeping time with the ticking pocket watch. Could I be the Harmony Hunter? The realization was horrifying, yet the mounting evidence was undeniable. The lines between the hunter and me were becoming indistinguishably blurred. I was promptly arrested and put on trial. The evidence stacked against me was damning: the surveillance footage, my obsessive behavior, the nightmarish dreams, everything pointed towards a truth I still struggled to accept. In my prison cell, the ticking of my father's pocket watch grew louder, its rhythmic beats resonating with the horrifying realization. With each tick, the truth sunk in deeper: I was the Harmony Hunter, the nightmare that had tormented Harmony with an unending series of murders. The blood on my hands, the faces of the victims, they were all my doing. The horrors I had spent weeks trying to solve, the victims I thought I mourned, were all echoes of my own monstrous deeds. I was not the hero of Harmony, but its greatest nightmare. The rhythmic ticking of the pocket watch was now a grim reminder of my chilling reality. And in the end, the horror story I was trying to solve had become the horror story of my life.